Our next Ignite presenter is Kimberly Nash, teacher and E2 co-coordinator at North Hall Middle School, How to Succeed in Ed Tech.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Nash, and I'm a teacher at North Hall Middle School. And today I'm excited to share with you my perspective and my passion for taking risks with technology in our classrooms. Most of us work alongside teachers who represent a wide variety of technology expertise in our classrooms. Some of those teachers are technology rock stars. They're engaging students, they're doing amazing projects, and blowing everything out of the water. While there are still some of those teachers who are incredibly hesitant and resistant with technology. They're afraid to create, much less complete, a Canvas module. So how can we encourage those those teachers? I'd like to share some words of wisdom from the personal trainer we love to hate, Jillian Michaels. So let's get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Doing something new is never easy. It can make us uncomfortable. It makes us scared. But you know what? We have to start somewhere, and that's always a good thing. After all, no one ever died from having an open mind. Be open, be flexible, observe, listen. Find another teacher that you can observe and learn from. Invite them in and look at your classroom from a new lens. Next, will is a skill. Will is a conscious decision to do something. Skill is the ability to do something well with dedicated and extended effort. Doing something new is going to take will and skill. But after all, unless you puke, faint, or die, keep going. And another thing. I promise you, you can do anything for 20 minutes. I can do anything for 5 minutes. Doing something new with technology doesn't mean that it has to take an entire class period or 3 hours of your day. Start small. Choose something, do it well, and build from there. And nobody is perfect. So get over that fear of being perfect or having to do everything perfectly. Perfect is boring. And most importantly, be proud of yourself. Stepping out of your comfort zone, trying something new, that's an incredible accomplishment. Everything is a new beginning, and remember, you can do it. Transformation is not a future activity, it begins today. The future begins today. Transformation begins today, not tomorrow, not next week. Begin today. So what's the point? Why am I standing up here talking to you about this? The point is this. When we take risks, our students take risks. What happens when we use technology in innovative and challenging ways in our classrooms? How can we use technology to create a culture of thinking and learning? So I'd like to share with you some specific examples, and you'll see some students here on the screen in just a moment. In the first slide, you'll see some gentlemen. In our language arts classroom, as part of a project-based assignment for a dystopian novel, these young men created a dystopian robot to reflect a novel character. They blew it out of the water. This robot could shoot things, it could spin and do amazing things. They were incredible. These young ladies right here had never touched a robot or coded a thing in their lives. But you know what? They pushed through and they drove that robot across that little track, and they did it all on their own with no help. It was a tremendous celebration. This right here represents student-led coding workshops. I challenged my students to do a student-led coding workshop, and they were incredible. A young man created a learning target, and I didn't even have to ask him to do it. This is an overview of what we can do. Students, they won't fight you when you do an integrated curriculum. They'll do incredible things. They'll create probability problems related to their novel. They will build prototypes and infographics for their problem solution essay topics. What they can do is incredible. And so I'd like to challenge you with this quote I found on Twitter. By the way, Twitter is an incredible resource for technology resources and inspiration. But it says, do your students think you are a learner? Do you ever talk to your students about being a learner? And if you don't, I challenge you to do that. Have that conversation with your students and consider, do I create a culture of thinking and learning in my classroom? And how can technology help me create that culture in my classroom? And at the end of the day, it's all about the students. John Dewey's has been gone a very long time, but his words still ring true today. If we teach yesterday's students, if we teach today's students as we teach them yesterday, we rob them of tomorrow. Thank you.